heavy risen, and I just rose myself actually from this chair. So I'm in the gym. I'm leaving the gym now, as you can see. Your body is an extension of your mind. It's a reflection of what you eat, how you eat, what you think about yourself, what you feel. Hold up. All right. Like I was saying, you are the end product of everything. How you think, how you act, how you feel about yourself, how you control your reality, how you think about the world, how it affects you. And that's one thing I want to talk about. You start to take control of your emotions. And if you control your emotions, then you can get to the next level so much quicker, like in the quantum. Because what you do is you basically unlock, you basically teleport. Because you're beyond the physical. Okay, you go to the realm of cause instead of being in the realm of effect, which is, this is the effect. This is the effect realm, okay? Physical reality is the effect. And most people are trapped. Hey, how you doing? I've been live in many years on YouTube in a consistent manner like this. And I'm actually happy that I am. So you can see I'm using my other phone to be live on. This is on YouTube. And this is, what is this? TikTok. And hello, how are you? I'm good, I'm amazing, I'm great. That's another thing, like when someone asks you, how are you doing today? And you're like, oh, I'm fine, oh, I'm great, oh. You know, you're like, just another day, or how are you doing? I'm all right, you know, it could be better. That's how we talk. Why are you walking at night? I'm leaving the gym, all right? And I'm leaning against the car now. Nice. And I'm just got done with the gym here, see? It's a nice gym. I don't know what the restrictions are with YouTube, but I know if I do what I want to do right now, if I do what I want to do right now, the broccoli thing, you know, a little broccoli roll, if I do that on TikTok, I'll definitely get banned for like a day, you know? It's like it talks about, yeah, I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about that C word. It's crazy. This is America. Yes, this is America. And to be honest with you, the more you watch the media, the more you watch the news, and the more you are putting your time and energy and your life force energy, your attention and focus into what the media is telling you and the different stages like the political stage, you will be affected by that. What's going to happen is going to happen. Now, people are like, oh, well, you have to know what to do and this and that. No, they put fear in your mind. They put fear in your mind. And literally media is the goddess of deception. How are you going to pick up women? Show me how to meet women. It's not something that can be shown. You have to do it. It's experiential. You can read all the fucking books about how to pick up women and how to talk to them, and you can be very logical. That's what people are. Religious people, they're just in the logic. They have all the hadith to quote, all the different scholars and what they said in these books, that the system allows them. It tells them it's accurate, and the same system tells them it's authentic, and believe this book. That same system gives you the framework, It's your authority. So basically, that same, because if you were actually to do it and practice it and actually do what the prophets did, go in the woods at night and alone and face your fears. Have you done that before? Have you went literally go into the woods alone with the eerie music, whatever? And it's like, have you done it before? It's like literally you meet certain aspects of yourself in that kind of state. And there's all kinds of ways to expand your consciousness mind, but it's always through action. It's not all intellectual. The intellectual, it basically convinces your ego intellectually, and it's like, oh look, they believe it. It's a good belief. Look, it's that same belief is like, what we've been told by the authority. The same belief is, it's like it knows what it knows. The ego does not want to change. The ego is a shell. Okay, imagine the shell is this. Here, look, see this? This is a seed, right? This is a seed. Okay, this is a seed, and the seed will fall on the ground. Typically that's what happens, right? It falls on the ground, and then the hard part, when it gets to a certain strength level of the shell, okay, it falls down on the ground. Okay, the shell protects it. Until what? Until it, basically the shell is protecting it. It's like allowing certain amounts of nutrients to get inside of it, and the weathering and all this kind of stuff. And then it gets hard, and then one day it breaks, or like a bird comes and eats the seed, and then it breaks the shell, and then it poops it out. Or it's so hard, the shell is so hard that the bird didn't digest all of it, and it poops it out, and then that poop is the fertilizer for that tree to grow. But only for that tree to grow, the shell has to break its form. Okay, the shell has to break and let go of, and allow the seed to expand through the cracks. Otherwise, the seed will never grow. The shell has to let go of it. And that's what's happened. This thing has happened in this reality. Most people, including myself at one point, I was basically living as the shell and really scared to break that, until it got broken by certain experiences in life. Like throughout my childhood, for example, many of you have experiences, and these are cracks in the matrix. Think of cracks in the ego. Okay, cracks in the matrix, cracks in the ego, and basically these are traumas and whatnot. And sometimes the trauma gets covered up by all this, this covering. And the thing is, sometimes that trauma that becomes a weak point, and people cover the trauma up with bad habits, and we've been told, entertain yourself and kind of get lost in that, and don't want to face it, because the ego does not want to change. It wants to stay the same. Okay, so that's the main thing of the ego. It's not your enemy. It's not you have to destroy it and kill it. No, you have to control it. You have to shape it. You have to. It's a, your ego is a good thing. It's not bad. I mean, it's my identity. That's my physical. It's like when you work in the causality realm, and then you basically your outward ego will be this physical aspects that lives in this, emotional realm, and with feelings and, pleasures and desires, and the lower self. It's like it gets everything it ever wanted. All it has to do is let go of control. It makes there's a quote, I forget who said this, but the ego is it's a great, it's a horrible master. The ego is a horrible master, and it's a great slave. It's your slave. It's your beast. Okay, the beast. The beast will return in the end of times and roam the earth. The beast all over the place will roam the earth. I mean, the beast is the beastly nature of people. The beast is the carbon. Carbon is hexagonal. It's structure of Saturn. It's hexagon. It's 666, meaning sixth element. It's a sixth element, and it's like the I'm trying to put. It's a sixth element, and it's a sixth element, and it has 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 protons. So we know that. And that's what the whole symbolism of, it's not the devil and the evil and, if you, Satan worshiper. Yeah, maybe there are people that believe that, but it's like they have taken the ego's approach to that. They have not went esoterically. A lot of people are caught in the surface level understanding of the profane, meaning like for the masses. Same thing with the major religions. Same thing with Islam. Same thing with Christianity and Judaism. Well, Judaism is a little different because they're like, it's more of a certain kind of understanding of the cosmos, and it's deep, but it's different. But it's like, it's not evil. It's basically like, it's like the kingdom of heaven, for example. Like even in all these religions, it's not like everybody's going. Christians believe only certain people that will go in the rapture. Muslims believe only certain people will go to Jannah. And then, but it's like even if you have an Adam seed of arrogance or something, even if you have an Adam seed of belief in Allah, then you will a mustard seed, you will eventually go to heaven. But it's like you have to go through hell, and it's like different stages of hell. So it's not like you pass different layers, and it's like you go back to hell, you die again, you get recreated again, and you go back again. So maybe this is like a very high. Some people, it's like we're all in hell, we're all on the earth, and this is the underworld. I'm in the underworld. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not. What I'm saying is it's almost like you have your spirit is not from this world. Okay, your spirit is not from this world, and your physical body is of this world. But it's like it's like regaining control of the physical body through the spirit, and now controlling the ego. Now it's like, I'm not scared of death. Will I get sad when family members die? Yes, but it's like, I'm not attached to the ego, meaning like, I'll be sad, I'll let the ego mourn and all this, and I'll honor the dead, deceased, but it's like, I know that that's not what I am. It's just a reflection. It's all an illusion, but it's like, it's a really nice illusion. And yes, you can have pleasures, but it's like, oh, do it the right way. But it's like, you know what? You have to go through certain processes. Some people are not even meant to go to heaven, for example, and they're going to be in hell forever. What does that make sense? How does that make sense? And then the devil is never going to make it to heaven, or whoever the shaitan is. But it's like the shaitan is the physical. It is the carbon-based life form, which is all the illusion. But it's like when you understand these things, you have to Understand that everything you do, everything you ate, everything you eat, everything how you think about yourself, it's all creating the reality that you're in, this physical effect. And it's like, yes, you can co-create your reality. I have done it. I mean, this is proof here. This is this car and my lifestyle and the things I do and I have access to. Look at my videos before. I was very destitute in my own way, you know? Meaning like I went through certain kinds of changes and rebirths and deaths, and you have to have a rebirth and death. This is what the whole Easter is. It's like a rising. It's like, 3 days, after 3 days or something, like risen. He's risen. It's like what? You have to awaken your nur, your light, your sun, the sun of the divine, meaning like that light you have within you, the nur or the soul, that is your light. That is the connection that you have to raise up. And you have to, it's like you can't get out of the current lifestyle you're in with the same version of you that is in the lifestyle trying to get a solution to go outside of that lifestyle. That cannot be the case. It's not possible. The version of you that has this mindset cannot be the version of you that gets you out of this mindset. You have to change your mindset. How do you do that? You have to learn things. You have to control your ego. You have to admit to yourself that you've lost. Okay, fine, you lost this game. Just like a game. Okay, now start a new game. Now it's a new game. You have new rules, meaning like you have new habits that you're doing because, this is why you lost. Because it's a new game now. Reset. It's like you heard about the reset, the great reset. Okay, it's not a physical thing, it's a mental thing. That's what they said, that World War III is not going to be out here, it's going to be in here. And if it's in here so much, it's going to go out there. It's in the mind. That's the zone. That's the last frontier. Because the Dajjal or the Antichrist can't go beyond the physical. That's why it wants to suppress you. It never wants you to wake up and see and connect with your soul, and then like become friends. So like the soul, the part of you that's been told that you have to do this and do that and that. It's like you've been told by a system that keeps you in a certain mindset. I'm not saying become lawless. It's like you have to let go of certain belief structures. And it's not easy. This is the hardest thing you'll ever do, is to personal development, because the world, your reflection, all the people around you, your friends, your family, even if they don't like you or anybody, all these people are aspects of you in the mind pushed out into the physical, manifesting as certain things and situations. I know, it's just bear with me. Just imagine it's a game and everything is reflecting you, because what you see through your mind and your life is different than what I see. Even if we were twins, it'd be different. It'd be very many similarities, but in the end it would be different. Maybe because imagine one twin went for a month somewhere and had a certain experience and the other twin didn't. There you go. They have different, it's different. But it's really, it's like the way, if you want the world to change, you change, then the world will change. It's like, oh, why don't you change? It's like, no, you have to understand this whole like quantum reality. You have to understand how this illusion works, how the mind works, how it's, malleable, and habits. And is your mind your brain? Is that it? Is your brain, that's it? You're beyond your brain, or are you just your brain? Brain is just the physical hardware. All right. Mr. Lucky wants me to co-host. Should I do it, you guys? Okay, let's do it. I don't know. I don't really want to talk. Not because I don't want, like, I'm saying is like, a lot of these co-hosting, it just becomes like some kind of, what do you call that? Like, battle, which is, I don't do battles. Ridiculous to me, to be honest. But, yeah, you guys, I don't know. This is what I talk about. This is, if you look at my videos on YouTube, okay, yeah, YouTube, look at my videos. I have videos where I was in Moldova, which is Eastern Europe, okay, Eastern freaking Europe. I was in Ukraine. This is in 2016, 2017, and 2018. I went for 3 years in a row, for freaking 4 months at a time. Yeah, I had to extend my stay. Like I had to get out of the country after 90 days, and I had to come back in. Like, so I went to Romania and I came back in, and but it was amazing. Okay, it was freaking. I mean, the things I connected to, and the like. This is when I was doing Goetia, with the Goetia, and I actually got into the Necronomicon, and I did certain rituals from that book. Meaning, it wasn't like I had to cut open some animal or something like that. Nothing like that, or dirty. It was literally, I had to just repeat. I repeated a certain phrase from the book. It was like, it just gibberish to me, like bakatu pa si koku, like gibberish, and like it was like Elvish language, or I don't know what the hell, it was just gibberish to me. And basically, before I went to bed, I had to do it right before sleep. So I had it written down. I read it, from the book, and then I had to have like a certain brass object around me, and I had to have a like a basil plant or something like that, some kind of herb, okay, with that item. And I kid you not, that night I had a vivid dream, and it was literally that entity that came and spoke to me. Basically, not even, didn't speak to me like physically, like it was all telepathic. That's the thing about the world, about the world where you do lucid dreaming. It's never, the mouth is never moving. You're never talking like physically. It's always just telepathy. It's just through the mind, and it's like you don't get it. You don't have to be explained. It's like it's just you. It's really amazing. Even if it's a bad guy or you're being chased, think about it. You never actually. That's why when you're asleep and you're trying to yell, but you can't, like, you can't yell, because literally, in the dream world, you're not talking. You do not talk in the dream world. That's what I realized. So basically, after that point, it's like I understood that, wow, this is not fake, and this is actually like real, And it's not like, oh, I'm worshiping something, and I'm like, no, this is all aspects of my genes. It's all the same. It's all aspects of your gene expression. It's like, because you had the smell and this, you actually put a copper there, and you had to find something copper, and had to do all these things. It's like a ritual in itself, just to find these things. And I put it together, and these are like energies that are, yes, even in the non-physical, it's like it's putting up an energetic field, and basically it's like a combination of these two energies that'll open up this gene, which was that entity, Clonic. And after that, I was like, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to do is I'm going to specifically invoke aspects, certain energies that I want to. So I put together like a conglomeration. I put together a panel, and I might even have the book here, to be honest. I put together a panel of these entities, I guess. Oh, you know what? It's not here. Maybe. Let me see if it's here, because it might be in my buddy's car. Because I had my suitcase, like I have my suitcase. No, not here. Let's go inside. Hold on. Whew, I gotta pee, guys. I'm gonna hold it until I get home. But unfortunately, on TikTok, I'm gonna have to put the camera on the other side. Oh. Okay. Come in the car here. There you go. Hold on. I don't want this to hook up on the internet. Boom, boom. All right. And this thing. Allahu Akbar. Okay, you guys. I don't even know what I was talking about, but oh yeah, so I documented my journey throughout. So if you look at my videos on my Instagram and especially my Instagram and my YouTube, you can see a different, you know, something from like 15 years ago. And interestingly enough, when I was into all that stuff, I was not very healthy, and I was very, you know, I was not confident. But the more I did it, the more confident I got. The more, you know, I did this stuff a long time ago, before a lot of these other people, and I knew a couple of them. I know a couple of them that have like millions of followers, 6, 7 million, 14 million followers, and I knew them when they had 10,000 followers, and it's really fascinating, you know. And it's like I had to go through what I went through, and I had to, you know, come to terms and peace with certain things to get to a certain level. You know, I couldn't blame anybody else. You have to take ownership of your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that means the ego will have to be, you know, Humpty Dumpty, broken together and not put back together again. It can never be put back together the same way, but it's like, it's scared of the next level, but even if it's something good, it's scared. So the more you do it, the more you change, and then you're changing for the better. You start going to the gym, you eat healthier, you have better mindset, you have better habits, you know, you start becoming better every day. You're controlling your ego, you're controlling your emotions and your rage or your depressive thoughts. You know, you're not, you know, you're doing all these things, whatever it may be. And basically, you know, I'll read, that's an interesting question, Johnny Somali. That's the guy that like went to South Korea and like was all being like rude and doing all these crazy things. It's like, that's psychologically, even if you have a certain, like, if you really not you, but if someone consumes it a lot, that stuff, and it's like, even if it's like, oh, that's funny, or that's, oh my God, look at this person, I cannot believe they're doing all these things, and you know, that gets you more and more trapped in this illusion, okay? Because then you start to hate people more, and you're like, oh my God, if this person did that to me, I freaking did this. I mean, I get into that situation too, like the people that spray water, and they're in like Home Depot, and they're spraying water, and it's like, if you watch it enough, you empathize with the people that are getting sprayed, then you would like, oh, if I was there, I'd do this and I'll do that. And it really messes with your hormones and stuff. Imagine that stuff is like weed. It's like trapping you lower and more in your ego. You know, I'm not saying it's like you can't consume it, but it's like you have to understand it's programming you by emotion and this anger and like, oh, if I saw that and if I did this, It's a trick. It's so my thoughts on that person is they have, you've seen them and you're aware of them for a reason, and it's either, does it affect you, or do you understand that, you know what, it's like, it's not about supporting them, it's like they get what they deserve, they'll get theirs eventually, so why do I have to worry about it? It's like, hey, that was foolish of them, but it's like, maybe once they get put in jail and they come out in 10 years or whatever the heck happens, maybe that's what they had to go through to get to the next level, and they get book deals and all these kind of things, and they become millionaires then. But at this time they'll be more secure about it, or who knows? I don't know. Sometimes the worst thing that can happen to you is the best thing that happened to you. Because those things have to happen to break that ego, break that aspect of you that was controlled. I mean, I can say, like, I can't imagine the popularity someone gets, because I have viral stuff from my old back in the days, and it's like, it's a certain feeling. It's like, if I had 200 million people that have seen my face or have come across my face, it's like, if you start thinking about it, especially if you start thinking about the quantum realm and all these things and everything's connected, then it's like, that's a lot of energy. Okay, that can really mess up your whole, mess up your psyche. I'm not saying mine got messed up, but I'm saying other people's get messed up. And it's like, I've always been around celebrityism, since I was young. I've met like Muhammad Ali, and I've met, I've been friends with people that are like, 1 degree of separation. With like really, people I've met, very popular artists, and they've, gave me confidence. And it's like, I can look back at those moments and be like, wow, I shouldn't be shy. I shouldn't be, self-conscious. Because look at this happened. It's like you ask, instead of affirmations, oh, I'm wealthy, I'm liked, I like that people. Then it's like you're conscious, like, no, you're not. Look at that person made fun of you, that person made fun of you. Then it's like, no, okay, then I say, why am I loved by people that meet me? Why am I, why do I make friends easily and have high value friends? Why do I have high value friends? And then what the subconscious mind does, it starts to basically, the speech of like me saying that sentence to my mind, it's like, go find that. And then in the background, it finds reasons why. Okay, look, this is why. Because look, this person likes you and invited you to their house. Or look, this person invited you, took you to, this place with all like VIP passes and stuff. And this person invested this much into you. And this person has given you this. And this person has invited you here. That's why you're liked and loved. Because, you give them this and you give them hope, or you give them another, something in your own life. It's like, why am I so fortunate that I get amazing opportunities? It's like, then everything you see, it becomes like, it comes to you. But it's like, if I say, why am I magnetic and, attract high level people, and then I'm not actually doing it, it's like, you have to take action. You have to take action. I'm saying is, if you're depressed and you think you're a loser and whatnot, you ask yourself these questions, like, why did Allah choose me to be born, and why am I, honored by God? Why am I honored by God? Say that. Why do you always be, depressed? Ask yourself, why am I honored by God? And then, even if you're not, then it's like, it'll find, look, you woke up, you have this breath, and you're this, But I mean, getting into the occult and symbolism and esoteric meaning and the Kabbalah and then Sufism and Hinduism and Gnosticism and Buddhism and what else? Zoroastrianism and even into Norse mythology and Roman mythology, and these are all energies that you can harness from within. These are tools to comprehend this illusion and not be stuck in it. It's all tools like the river Styx and the Ma'at and the the path. There's a Sephiroth. I mean, no, it's called like, it's like this. If you're a bad person, then it's going to be a very thin, like a bridge, and all these hooks are going to come tear you down for your sins. If you're a good person, the path, you're like a light, and it's like you're a big path, and it's it's very easy to cross this bridge. It's all metaphor. No, it's not. It says it in this book. Look, this hadith. Oh, look. Oh, you don't believe this. Oh, it's like the system of the Dajjal, the Antichrist system, that has trapped us in this illusion, has tricked most of humanity into believing it is God, like Leviathan, the false God that has controlled the mind of the masses into believing that they're just, they're born, they get a birth certificate, they get a name, they get a family, they have to be in this society and this religion and this and that. It's like, yes, it's good structure to control. Most people are like animals, to control them. But if I'm talking about you specifically, you can get out of that control by connecting with that infinite, with Allah, with God, that is not out there, but it is within. All right, you guys? And you're the vessel of the divine. You're the expression of that. You're the end pen that is writing from that source. And you can be aware of everything you're doing. Okay, why are you eating this? Why are you fat? How do you get healthy? If you understand all these things, why can't you control yourself? Why can't you do this? It's like you have to admit that it's been you. You take ownership of your life. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Take ownership. Then the solution comes. Instead of thinking it's going to come from, oh, I'm going to do it when I do this. Oh, I'm going to do this when I get this. I'll be happy when I get that. No, you have to be happy now, then you will get that. And how can you be happy if you suffer from, yourself? You can't. You have to get to, you have to become that version of yourself that you've always wanted to be. And if you can imagine it, I'm going to end with this, you guys. If you can imagine in your heart, I think, who said the Neville Goddard or, one of these American, like in the spiritualists that got it from the Eastern system, which is the truth. If you can see, if you can feel it in your heart and imagine, if you imagine it in your mind and you can feel it in your heart, then that exists for you. Meaning your mind, you can imagine it, meaning like it's not like, like I'm going to be Superman. It's like, no, it's like you live in this kind of life, you have this kind of, lifestyle, and you're this person that is fit and this and that, and it exists for you, then that means that version of you exists. You have to just, like a movie, practice for that role, start doing those things as that person does, and you become that person. And then the set design of this underworld or this illusion changes to match the character you're playing. And get in character. Go to the gym. Eat healthier. Get a trainer, meaning like AI can be your trainer. All right, you guys. Peace. I'm out of here. Take care. I'm going to end this one first. This YouTube. Check out my YouTube, you guys. YouTube channel. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I think it's Muslim Mystic. Or Beyond the Rant. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the channel is Beyond the Rant. Okay, Beyond the Rant. All right, you guys, peace.